So welcome to the 6th video in this series I'm doing called Building the Endeavour. This is the Eaglemoss kit donated to me by my friend Pete Woodhead, who hopefully should be watching now the progress of the model build. To do this part now, I'm going to open this, put this deck on here and continue with this planking here, and also put a deck support across these 2 points here. To do this, I'm using adhesive, the wood glue. Gorilla Glue seems to be very good for me. A little bit of sandpaper. This is the bit of sandpaper provided by the magazine in the first episode. And basically, that's it. They'd recommend that we do this section by using contact adhesive, just for speed, I guess. But I like using the wood glue. It just, for me, just has that ability to just change things and make sure things are moved into position before the contact adhesive gets a grab of it. So yeah, I like to use the white wood glue. Those are the only tools I'm using. I'm going to use scissors rather than a knife now to cut the lengths. It seems to work very well, cutting these EOS, however you pronounce it, wood strips. A little snip there and it gets a really nice clean cut, very accurate and square. So I'm going to use that rather than a knife. Anything else I've got? Okay, I'm going to put the top deck here as well. That's the final thing of this build, and then that should be it for this week's video. So enjoy. So here are the next components out of the bag. Plenty more of these EOS wood strips. These have to be cut into 65mm lengths again, and they'll be placed on the deck. So I'll get onto that. They also have to be edged with a pencil to give the illusion that the deck is being caulked very well. So I'll be getting on with that. Also have to sand down these pieces. I've actually just noticed for the first time that this is slightly warped. Up until now, all the pieces have been absolutely flat. This one is not quite, but it'll get glued down flat. And also, no, actually that's okay. That's okay. So that's the first time I've noticed any warping. But yeah, we'll clamp that down in position. It'll be fine. Yeah, that should be okay. So on with the next part of the build, and I will put us on fast forward so you can see, and I'll come back to you in a second. So far so good, and this deck is now on. I've just had to clamp it up a little bit just to make sure that this edge is aligned, but yeah, it's all looking good. So I'll just let that dry. I'm going to cut a length of this now. This came from the previous episode, but we need to put that deck support in place. I just need to cut that with the fine saw. I'll do that off camera, and then I'll fit that bit next. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so that's now in place. On with the planking, which I won't bore you with, but just a quick reminder, 65mm lengths first, edge them, and then I'll plank them down. Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of the planks, the decking strips, and the next step is to edge them now with a pencil. I'm going to bunch a few together. You've seen it in the last videos if you want to see more. And then I'm going to start laying them down using the white glue rather than a contact adhesive. Okay, so let's get on with the next bit. But the aim is to get this line down the center first. So I'll aim to get these in line with this mid-ridge line here, and then from there I can work this way and that way, and hopefully they'll all be in nice alignment in the direction of the hull. So let's get to that bit. I'm going to use PVA glue for this. Again, it's recommended we use contact adhesive, but I just like the movability and malleability of the white glue before it absolutely sets. So I'm going to do that now, and then that should be the end of this video. So the aim is to plank down to around about here, yeah, and then that should be good. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, the planking is going pretty well on the deck. I shall continue the rest of this, and then I'll just show you what it looks like. The next thing for me to do at the moment is just to mimic the nails going in at the end of each plank, like I've done previously here. So if you can see that, it just gives the illusion that we've got nails going in. So I'm going to do that, finish the rest of the deck, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So before I do actually go to the end of the video, let me just show you how I'm doing the nails, the illusionary nails. So fairly sharp pencil, and you just make a little dot on the corner of each plank like so. And yeah, that gives us that nice nail illusion like that. So I'll be continuing doing that, and so let's see what it looks like when I've finished. Okay, so now I've finished the planking on the deck. This is the stage we're at now. This is the end of the video. Just one little thing, I just need to cut that out and make that circle available for the mast eventually. But we are at this stage now, and everything's going okay. So hope to see you on the next video. Remember to like and subscribe and follow along. Bye.